Zoom video conversations have replaced in-person seminars, work meetings, conferences, and other activities as a result of the coronavirus epidemic. Is it possible that all the time we spend in front of screens is affecting our vision? Maybe that's not the case. New research shows that our visual perception may be incredibly flexible. Newspapers are delivered to people's doorsteps to keep them acquainted with the happenings around the world. Big media houses publish newspapers. The news that is shown on television daily is the one that gets printed out the next day. Newspapers were first circulated vigorously in Rome on an annual basis. They mostly talked about the whereabouts of the Han dynasty.
Words and languages are spoken in different ways, and this is known as their pronunciation. A word or language's right pronunciation may be based on a set of agreed-upon sequences of sounds, or it may simply be the way an individual says a word or language. According to latest IMD, Indian Meteorological Department report the real-time rainfall statistics for the pre-monsoon 2016 season. India has received 128.2 mm rain against the normal rainfall for the season as 131.5 mm, departure -3%. Out of 36 sub-meteorological divisions, 8 Met subdivision received excess, 16 normal, 9 deficient and 3 scanty rainfalls. Scientists at IMD are expecting El Niño phenomena which will influence the forthcoming monsoon.
One of the rare vocations where a country's whole economy might suffer if it loses a single truck driver is truck driving, which is an underappreciated career in today's society. As long as there are trucks on the road, there will be no change in the method of delivering products.
The Prime Minister's formal letter of notification was delivered in Brussels on 29 March 2017. It included withdrawal from the European Atomic Energy Community. The letter recognised that consequences for the UK of leaving the EU included loss of influence over the rules that affect the European economy, and UK companies trading within the EU aligning with rules agreed by institutions of which the UK would no longer be part. It proposed agreeing to 7 principles for the conduct of the withdrawal negotiation.
In order to express their displeasure with a particular television show, parents might discourage their children from viewing it and write letters to the network or the show's sponsors. There is a way for the general population to be heard. Obviously, not all programs need to be loved by all people. Programs are available, and we may choose to watch or not watch, for ourselves as well as for our younger children. Every television has a off button.
To get the most of your grocery store savings with food coupons, write a list of everything you need to buy. Coupons may be found in newspapers and publications as well as online. Then, categorize the coupons based on their expiration date or product type. When you get at the checkout counter, hand the coupons to the clerk.
Biomass energy, derived from living organisms, has been utilized by humans for cooking and heating purposes since the first cavemen. Biomass is derived from living creatures, such as plants and animals, and is thus organic. Plants, wood, and garbage are the most frequent biomass resources utilized to generate energy. Art history and studio art are both important components of our curriculum at the Fine Arts Department, and we strive to promote both modern and traditional Chinese art and culture. Our department has played a key role in the education of artists and art historians across the country and beyond the world.
For Clemenson, the real question was whether Trump's assertion of question dodging was historically true or not. Since 1996 to 2012 there were 14 presidential debate transcripts reviewed by Clemenson. Democrats and Republicans both made allegations of question dodging, totaling 51 in all.
Since the dawn of time, the study of biology has inspired important mathematical breakthroughs, and mathematical analysis has been crucial in creating a mechanistic explanation of biological data. Because of advances in biology and computer resources, this cross-fertilization has become more commonplace in recent years.
Many people are familiar with jet streams, which are rivers of air that move between 20,000 and 45,000 feet across the Earth's atmosphere. Colder air is separated from warmer air by meteorological jet streams, which have winds that may exceed 200 miles per hour.
Beauty contests, whether it's Miss Universe or Miss Teen International, are demeaning to women and out of sync with the times. Opponents say that they are nothing more than symbols of decline. Since Australians Jennifer Hawkins and Lauren Eagle were crowned Miss Universe and Miss Teen International respectively, there has been a dramatic increase in interest in beauty pageants in this country.
Every day, around 1 million new cases of STDs are reported. They can progress to cervical cancer, pelvic inflammatory disease, and infertility if left untreated. A kit created by Eve Medical in Toronto, Canada, provides women with a way to screen themselves for sexually transmitted illnesses.
It's time to ramp up efforts to develop new materials for the thermoelectric cooling industry, say researchers, nearly 200 years after French physicist Jean Peltier discovered that electric current passing through the junction of two dissimilar metals could be used to generate a heating or cooling effect. SARS-CoV-2 infection is most likely to occur in humans, ferrets, cats, civets, and dogs, according to a study including 10 different species.
Water shortages, decreased crop yield, and rising sea levels are only some of the consequences of slow-onset climate change that the International Monetary Fund (IMF) warned would occur if governments did not reduce global emissions and close the development gap.
The elephant is the biggest terrestrial animal on the planet today. Wikipedia. For two primary reasons, the skeleton of this animal differs significantly from that of other mammals. Massive tusk teeth and grinding cheek teeth make the head exceptionally heavy, and this must be taken into consideration. It must also bear the immense weight of such a gigantic frame.
Patriotism is defined as a strong attachment to one's homeland. This virtue motivates citizens to strive selflessly for the betterment of their country. True patriots make up a truly developed country. In other words, patriotism is prioritizing the country's interests over one's own. Patriotism is more visible during times of war. Furthermore, it contributes to the nation's strengthening. There are additional aspects of patriotism to consider.